What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the De La Fit podcast. I am here with another great guest. I have an American hero, to sort of say, an American ninja hero to speak of, all right? Coach Fab has agreed to join us on the podcast to talk a little bit about her experiences in fitness, as well as her time on the American Ninja Warrior, what made her want to go on the show, and a little bit about, that's right, that holiday eating. That's right, we're getting into it, you all. We're into the fall now. It is autumn, or it is fall, or it is both. I don't know. Those things confuse me. Whatever. But we're here, and the Thanksgiving holiday is coming up. Coach Fab, are you on the line?
I'm here.
What's going on? How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing well. So, before we get started, all right, I have a few questions, all right. But the first one is, how did you get involved in this fitness journey?
I got involved. A lot of people think it's because of my military, but I actually hated everything they did as far as exercise in the military. And when we were stationed in Afghanistan, we were let to do our own working out as long as nobody looked like they were overweight. Mm-hmm. And that's when I started going to the gym. Me and another specialist started going to work out in the gym on our own, but I really didn't like it. First, like the weights and stuff, like how I do now, I didn't like it then probably because we didn't know what we were doing. We were just in there trying to do anything. Okay. And I found a DVD inside of the PX there, and it was Tae Bo. So the fitness journey actually started with Tae Bo. I used to be the only one in the gym in Afghanistan in the corner looking at the DVD by myself while they're all lifting their weights.
So Billy Blanks was the real reason you started enjoying your fitness journey. Okay.
Yes, his son actually does it now too.
Yeah, I've seen him, and I'm gonna be real with you. When I first saw Billy Blanks, I was like, this guy is badass. So you know what? And my mother had the Tae Bo tapes, and she did them every day, and I was like, you got that? I'm not doing that.
I still have them. I got the deluxe edition and everything. Like, I fell in love with it, and that's one of the things I tell people. You have to do what's right for you. You have to find your soulmate workout, because somebody can go and do Zumba and lose 50 pounds, and then they bring their friend and be like, this is stupid. I don't like this, because that's not what their mind clicks. You have to find something that you look forward to doing, not something that's going to be a burden.
And say it again. What did you call it? Your soulmate workout?
Your soulmate workout. And I'm the soul fit matchmaker, actually.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, shoot. Wait. Now, define this. She said your soul. Wait. Go ahead. Redefine this.
You have to find your soulmate workout. I am the soul fit matchmaker. So it doesn't matter if you're going to work out in the gym, if you like to work out at home, I will be able to find a program that best fits you and your needs, so that you're looking forward to doing it, whether you need to do it in the morning. And I help you fix that too with the scheduling, because I go in the morning and get it out of the way so I can have the rest of my day and I don't have to think on it. So depending on your schedule, what you have going on, if you're a stay-at-home mom and what works best for you, I help you to fit in that workout in your day and help you to matchmake which workout would best fit you, that you would continue to do and look forward to doing every day.
Go ahead. I always like it when I hear a person who is passionate and knows what they're talking about. All right, and that's one reason we called you here. So, with that being said, and I like that, man. We're gonna have you say that again before the end of this interview. That's on point right there. You better copyright that. Right now. So, with that being said, you've already segued into another question of mine, which is, do you have a particular method of working out? I know some people are really interested in powerlifting. Some people are bodybuilders. Some people do a lot of calisthenics. Do you have any particular area of resistance training or fitness that you like to just hover in?
Mine right now is CrossFit. My first phase and my first soulmate workout was Insanity, actually, as crazy as it sounds. But I was in love with Insanity. I did Insanity full program about 4 times. Okay. And then Insanity Max 30 came out, and I'm more in love with Insanity Max 30 than Insanity. And I started doing CrossFit because of getting the call for Ninja Warrior, and I knew I needed upper body strength. I didn't go with a positive mind. I really didn't. I went going, let me go do this stuff because I got the call from Ninja Warrior and I need upper body strength or whatever. You know, I really didn't. I already like had a bad stigma put in my head about this CrossFit stuff. And I remember the first time I went, they were in the middle of the CrossFit Open. And so I went just to look, just to, you know, watch what they were doing. And I thought thinking it was insane. I was like, these people crazy. I mean, I'm never coming back here. More stand by, throwing this weight all around. And now that's what I do every morning at 5 a.m. and I'm in love with it. I never thought I would like something as much as I liked Insanity. And they're like, what and what? So, I can do Insanity and CrossFit in the same day. I have no trouble.
So wait a minute. We're gonna slow this down because you hopped on the speed racing bike and you started going 60 miles an hour, and then you found a hill and you were like, "Hey y'all, let's go straight down." So let's start back. You were doing Insanity. You fell in love with Insanity. Mm-hmm. All right, and for everybody, because we have listeners who might not be specifically gym savvy, but they listen for different types of advice. So Insanity is a workout by I think his name is Sean T. All right,
yes, it is.
And I saw it, and it is just as he names it. Everyone who is, if you're listening to this, it's a DVD, and it is insane. All right, so
very much so.
You know, but so you did that, and then you got
I very much so am in love with insane apparently, because CrossFit is also insane.
and so now we get to the CrossFit. So for everybody out there, explain what CrossFit is, because everybody I think has their own thought pattern or thoughts about what not Insanity, about what CrossFit is. All right, and what it is.
And it might have some negative stigmas like I had before, letting other people tell you how it is if you haven't been on your own. Like I said, you got to find what works for you.
Right.
CrossFit can be for everybody, anybody, no matter if you're 100 pounds, no matter if you're 300 pounds, because everything can be modified. And CrossFit is for functional uses, you know, for you to be active in your functional daily life. It can go from a whole body weight workout for an hour to the next day you're doing more weights. It changes every day, and that's the thing I love about it. It's insane, but it's a different insanity every day.
Okay, so and I love the way you explain everything. I really do, because everything is it moves together and it flows well. Which you actually took care of the next question. So now, you said something earlier. You were like, you got the call back from American Ninja Warrior.
Yeah, the first time. Mm-hmm.
What made you want to go on American Ninja Warrior? How did you get involved in that? What took place?
Somebody told me about the show. And people still do that now. They'll tag me in something. Have you seen this? Have you seen that? You're crazy. You should do this or whatever. So I'm like, freaking Ninja Warrior. What is that? Let me go look this up. So I looked at it and I'm like, y'all crazy. I can't do that stuff. Like, what? Y'all think I'm Superwoman for real? I cannot do none of that stuff. And I remember going, I'm going to apply. I found the application online and I started applying, and I stopped. Because I was like, this is crazy. Like, these people are not going to pick me for this. Like, I don't do nothing extraordinary to be picked for this. I stopped filling it out. And in December, the show actually called me and said they've seen that I was filling out the information and asked was I going to finish the application. I was like, of course I am now because you called. I ended up, clearly I'm on your radar for something that I've already filled out. And I remember thinking of all these ideas. I'm going to have somebody record me at my job. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And then life happened, and I blinked, and it was the day that your video had to be submitted. And I was like, whoa. Right. And I was like, so what am I going to do? Am I going to wait till next year, or am I just going to wing it? And I did. I selfie recorded myself as if I do my normal workouts like I do. I selfie recorded myself, interviewing myself, talking about my job at the time. I paused the recorder, changed clothes and workout clothes, went in my living room and worked out and continued talking to the camera and laughed at myself. So I was like, these people are never going to call me because this is crazy. And they called, and I literally thought I was being punked from the time they called, getting on the plane until they did the countdown 3, 2, 1, and the cameras was on. I think I thought I was being punked the entire time.
Wow. So how was it? I mean, first of all, what did you do to get ready? Were you doing anything special to get ready, to get prepared?
I started doing CrossFit, like I said. I still was doing at-home workouts. I did Insanity. I did Hammer and Chisel because that's what I, normally did, and some regular gym workouts. I started doing CrossFit. We didn't have a ninja gym here in Louisiana at the time. We do now. But I would literally hang from anything that I could. I used to be teaching my classes and holding weights in my hand until I couldn't no more, just trying anything because I didn't have like how gyms are now, because this was years ago. We didn't have ninja gyms and stuff like they have the obstacle courses and going to Sector 6 and stuff like that. We didn't have any of that.
Right. They have
so I just had to. Right. People even got the stuff built in their backyard, which I do now too, have a rig in my backyard. But it was just like, okay, they called and I got 2 months. Now what? Just do anything you can think of. I was pushing cars. That's how I went pulling like an 18-wheeler because it went from a car to a truck. Just doing anything that seemed superhuman to try to get prepared for the show.
It sounds almost like Rocky. Like you're having a montage moment of working out.
Right. And it was funny because when I did the car, people were like, okay, now you got to do a truck. So, okay, here I do a truck. And then people, keep giving me ideas. Now you got to do a bigger truck. And now I'm like, y'all crazy. Y'all think I'm Superwoman. But I kept doing it. And I was like, maybe I am Superwoman.
Well, you know what? You are worthy of your name, Coach Fab. And at the same time, and I have one of your shirts. I think it's I Survived Coach Fab's Workout.
Yep.
So, you're worthy of that shirt. Okay? Because I've seen it and I've been tap dancing around. I'm like, you know what, maybe I should do it. I'm like, nah. I'm just gonna stay in my own lane for right now. Nah. And there's a few individuals that I know who have been on the show, but you were the first. So, I remember I did see the first one I think you were on. All right.
Yeah, because I was on two. I was on the military episode, which there's only one ever, so that makes history. Okay. And then I'm the first female out of Louisiana, so history check number 2.
Okay.
And then the very next year, I got called for the Oklahoma show, which reiterated my Superwoman skills because I really thought the first time I only got called with my selfie video because of the military thing. Like, y'all just need military people. Y'all ain't really want me. But when they called me the next year and it had nothing to do with the military, I was like, they like me for real. Like, that makes a difference,
It is. That makes a huge difference.
Me for real. Right. I was like, they called me again? Because I thought, that was just because, that once in a lifetime special edition show. I was like, they called me. This was serious.
Wow. So, well, are you planning on going back on the show again? What are you planning now? Because I feel like everybody now.
What?
I was just gonna say, I feel like everybody now is like, what's she gonna do next? What is?
I've submitted for the show every year since the first time I submitted. I submitted for season 7 was my first season, and season 8. I submitted for season 9. I submitted season 10 this year. Of course, I haven't gotten the last 2 calls. I more than likely will submit for season 11, but if I don't get the call, I'm just going to probably get the hint 3 times when I'm out. It's all about the storyline and things like that. And I heard that they switch, like, the casting directors every year. So it's almost like the bodybuilding competitions that I used to do. You never know what judge is going to be looking for what that time.
Right,
so it's kind of a thing like that. And so I said, so this will be my 3rd time. I feel like I've been through every casting director for the 5 years. So it'll be my last time. But I did submit to 2 different TV shows since then. So I'm not just waiting on Ninja Warrior, There's other stuff going on.
So wait a minute, let's go back, because you said that you competed in some bodybuilding competitions too. I feel like we had this whole thing planned, and then you just came out and was like, by the way, I'm Batwoman. Just so you know, I'm Batwoman, all right, or Superwoman, or all of those mixed in. I feel like the whole interview was planned, and you were just like, I'm the entire Justice League.
I'm doing my own thing.
So tell us about your...
the questions. Yes, I think the questions. We're not doing any of them. No.
I'm like, this lift that way. So tell us about your bodybuilding experience.
Well, that was years ago, 2012 and 2013 is when I competed in bikini division.
Okay.
And that was the same thing. People would come up to me in the gym when I was training and be like, why don't you do the bodybuilding show? And I was like, bodybuilding? Like, I didn't know there was a bikini division, so I'm thinking like bodybuilding. I was like, what? What are you talking about? Can't do no bodybuilding show. I don't look like people. And they're like, no, there's this new division, the bikini division. I was like, bikini division? I'm not getting up on nobody's stage in no bikini. I'm crazy. And they had a show here where I'm from, and I was like, let me go look at this show and see what they're talking about. And I went, and I was like, oh, I could do that. Let me get up in there and do that next year. So I did, and whenever I do something, like, my head is in it. So I wound up doing like 9 shows within a year's time, which I heard is like unheard of.
Wow. Wow. So
and like 6 of them within 6 months.
So take us through the whole process of preparing for a bikini show. Like, first of all, what is the planning process entail with that?
Well, you want to get a coach.
Okay.
You want to get a coach that specializes in that. Like, you don't just want to get a coach for anything, or you don't want to do it yourself if you don't specialize in it. Because I don't train no bikini competitors, no kind of bodybuilding competitors, because that's not my area.
Okay.
And you want to get a coach that specializes in that. And I had a coach, and because they're going to give you a nutritional plan that also goes to what they're looking for. You want to do it about 12 weeks out is when you want to start. That's normally the average, time that people start doing planning before the show. So I had a coach. I was doing my eating right and everything like that, and did my first 2 shows, I think, with my coach, and then I started winging it.
Wait a minute now. Now wait. See, again, we have a plan for this show. See, out of every guest, you are the only person just like, throw that out the window. We're going to go on our own. All right. So because I know individuals that have competed in certain figure competitions, and they're like, I have to eat this and get my chicken and my broccoli or whatever. And so wait, where did you wing this? What did you do?
Well, me and the trainer started not saying eye to eye after the first show because, like, I didn't get the proper direction for my first show, like the night before and the day of. So I hadn't eaten when we got into the actual show. I had not eaten that morning. Everybody was talking about eating pancakes and all kinds of stuff. I was like, wait, what's happening? Like, I was like, I didn't eat anything because I asked my coach what to eat, and I hadn't got no response. So I was scared actually to eat because I didn't want to mess up,
Right.
So while we were in the dressing room, one of the girls came and was like, go eat from your coach. I went to my car to eat. When I came back, my, category was on the stage. Like, what? So I ran from the back, freaking out, tried to go up there, begged them to let me. It was too late. Like, they already had passed my number. My friend had came, from 45 minutes away to see me. It was a mass disaster.
Wow.
Of course, it's not the trainer's fault. It's my fault, of course. And so then I had to beg the presenter and the head judge to just let me walk the stage that night. I know I'm not being judged, but all my family's coming here. This was the closest show that I was doing to my family. Just let me walk the stage. So I didn't tell anybody anything except my mom. My mom was like, don't tell them that you're not being judged. Just let them come and enjoy. And it was so funny because everybody was like, you look like you were taking a walk on the park, on the beach. You look not stressed at all. I can't believe you didn't win anything. You weren't top this or that. And I was like, it was because I had no pressure.
Right.
I wasn't winning anything. So I don't know if that, I tried to redeem myself, and that's probably why I did so many shows in a row and kept trying to win. And I did win first place in Alabama, which got me nationally qualified, and I went to nationals that same year, which normally, again, people train at for a year and then go to nationals, but I don't even know how my life's going to go. The way it's set up, I need to do whatever I'm going to do now or it won't be happening.
First of all, I must say, I love your attitude. I love your attitude because you seem like you just enjoy just whatever it is you're involved in. You don't take it too seriously. You're got a discipline about it, but you're just like, you know what? Whatever. Let's just try it, and I think more people need that type of mentality when it comes to fitness and health in general.
Right.
I mean, but there's so many people that are just like, oh man, I gotta do this, and to me, it's like going to the playground. When you go to the gym, it's like going to the playground. So, the more you enjoy it, the more you're apt to do it.
Right. And why not try and see what happens, then never try and just be like, oh, that would never happen. Just like my ninja wear video. You can go see it. It's on YouTube. If you search my name and you go see my submission video, you're probably like, what? Like, 'cause I look crazy. I feel like I look crazy and they pick me. Like,
you know what? We're gonna see if we can
record myself.
We're gonna see if we can put that link down on the Instagram. We're gonna try to put that up there.
The students here have Googled me when I first started, and they're like, we seen you on your video, and you were doing this. You crazy. And I'm like, crazy enough to get on the show. So, look.
So, you just
I'm sure they picked off a personality, not my athletics and my liberal.
Well, you just talked about eating. So, let's segue a little bit. All right, because we are in the fall, as I said before, the autumn or whatever it is. We are here, all right? And that means for everybody listening, it's that candy, it's that what do they call that? That good feeling food or whatever, comfort food month.
Comfort food.
All right, we're in the comfort food month of November. That's right. We are here. All right, and that means. Well, it's gonna be the interview's gonna be played in November. Look at it, just blowing up the fourth wall. She's like, no, we're recording now, people. Like, thank you. Okay, but so November is here or is coming to people who are, as we're recording now. A lot of people are gonna be falling off the wagon with the diet. You know, the macaroni and cheese is gonna be out there. Those yams, those delicious, tasty food.
Right.
Coach Fab, what can we do to maintain a good, proper diet? What can we do? Because we know this is the months. We're in the holiday season. So what can we do to maintain so that we're not crying after January?
I just posted about this. These are the last 3 months of the year, and they're like the heaviest. People gain the most weight in these last 3 months because you get comfortable inside because it gets colder outside, so you do less outside activities. Down here, they got gumbo. We got to add that gumbo in there, that comfort food, that gumbo that comes with that rice or potato salad that they eat. So like you said, the comfort foods are coming in. The less activity outdoors is coming in. And one of the things I would say to do is already have a plan in place ahead of time. Plan if you know you're not going to do your normal daily walk outside because it's cold, you need to figure out where you're doing it at inside, whether it's to get a gym membership or you need to break out that treadmill that's been sitting in the garage all this time. Don't just not do what you've long been doing. Make a plan in place. And make sure when you do enjoy the holiday, because I'll never say not to enjoy the holiday, enjoy the holiday, not the day after and the day after and the day after. Those leftovers are really what kill people the most. It's not that holiday. It's 5 days later when you're back to work and still eating the Thanksgiving food from 5 days ago.
But that's
really the issue.
All seeps in and it's extra good. Are you saying I can't enjoy it after? That's mama's business.
Nope. Not if you have goals, you cannot. Not if you have goals. And then being at work, you have to pay attention to that too because they're going to bring more food in because of the holiday times. People are stuck inside. Like I said, they're inside more. So now they're baking and they want to bring it to you at school and at work so you can taste their goodness and how they bake and all this. You need to keep that in balance at a moderate pace too. Don't just be eating everything they bring. Be like, okay, I didn't get nothing all week. I'm going to get it on Friday. I'll get a pizza of Mary's pie. But not every day they bring something. Just because they bring donuts, you have to have donuts. I stay away from our lobby because even McDonald's brings them free, like, biscuits and stuff. I don't want no parts of it. Like, so if you bring your own food to work, even if you haven't done that all year, this would be the most critical time to bring and prepare your own food. So you don't have that to do. If your job does do something for the holidays, whether it's Thanksgiving or Christmas, again, stick to that day that you're bringing something and eating that day. Not all these days leading up to it. Because I've noticed that, like, your job will have this day set aside that we're going to celebrate Thanksgiving, but somebody is bringing something every day. A little this, a little that, a little this. You didn't have Thanksgiving all week.
That's very true. And some of us do get thankful a little too much.
Right?
I mean, that's true. A little too much right there. I'm thinking about last year.
Right. And I also recommend, and I do for my clients, I train on holidays. Like on Thanksgiving, it is a tradition. I teach a class every Thanksgiving morning because then you'll be able to eat guilt-free and enjoy your eating. So we burn it off before we put it on.
Nice. Coach Fab, can you tell us, tell the people out there that are listening where they can contact you, information, email, Instagram, Facebook, so that people, if they want to ask you questions, if they want to get in contact, if they want to see you on American Ninja Warrior on YouTube, please let them know.
We need to contact American Ninja Warrior and tell them, no.
You know what?
So we need them to contact Ninja Warrior and tell them to put me back on the show. No, my Instagram is Coach Fab with the number 1 behind it. My Facebook is just my name, Felicia Flake. My Twitter is Fabulosity27, because that's what Fab is short for. Fabulosity, not fabulous, because I'm all things fabulous, which makes it Fabulosity.
Okay. And
my email.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
My email is Felicia_Flake@yahoo.com.
All right, and I have one last question. Question, and I've been wanting to ask you this question for years. Where did you get Zazam from?
I don't really even know. Somebody else asked me that, and I was like, I don't even know. Like, in the middle of a workout one day, it just came out, and I was looking at my own stuff like, Zazam. And I just started saying it, and it just caught on, and everybody's like, you need to copyright that. I was like, how do you copyright a word? Like, I don't know, but it's probably a lot of red tape.
No, not really. Not really. I can let you know after the show.
Okay.
But I always wanted to ask you that because I was like, I would see you put it up on your hashtags and stuff. I'm like, what? And I can't pronounce the word.
I don't know where it came from, but I know what it is.
Please explain it, please.
So Zazam is a synergy that I give off to other people, mainly my clients and now my PE students. It's a synergy. So if you're feeling down, you're feeling low, like just being around me because of my energy, I'm able to give off that Zazam and give you that last piece of energy you need to finish your workout, to finish your day, whatever, positive that you need, that's the Zazam. So that's why at the end of my post, I put the Zazam.
All right. I'm glad because first of all, the first time I saw it, I was like, I tried to pronounce it and I have a problem pronouncing certain words. I have certain muscles in my tongue don't work as they should. You laughing. I have suffered for this, miss. You don't understand. You don't know my pain. You don't know my story. But when I first saw it, I was like, and I was trying to get it. And then I kept seeing you say it. And you don't know how many times I looked through your Instagram like, maybe if I just hear her say it. Because I wanted to know what she said.
On videos. I've had clients say it on videos. I think it's on, of course it's on, if you go Google that Ninja Warrior one, it's on there. Of course it's on there.
You know what? I just didn't see it. It's probably just like we started earlier today. But Coach Fab, thank you for coming on the show. You have
no problem.
Yes, you have literally. I'm gonna let you take us out of here because you have Zazammed us out of here. All right, the whole show. You threw the whole podcast out of whack. Zazam. There you go.
That's exactly how you use it. You use it correctly.
Oh, well, thank you. After about I don't know how many years of saying
oh, that's so funny.
Everybody, Coach Fab, Zazam, we'll be back. I'm all messed up.
You're now tuned in to the De La Fit Podcast.
Salutations and proclamations. We are back. It's the De La Fit Podcast. And big shout out to Coach Fab for joining us. That was an awesome interview. She has such great charisma, such great energy. Oh man, she's an awesome person. Please, I encourage everybody to look her up on Instagram, look her up on Facebook. We actually were putting her links on our Instagram, so as well as on the site itself for the podcast, so you can check her out. She's an awesome person. Again, what was it? I think she said she is your workout. It was something like your workout or your swole mate. I don't know. It was cool. Whatever she said. But basically, she's like the person that puts you together with your ultimate workout. She helps you pick your perfect workout. I'm so messed up, but she said it's so much smoother than me. She's so smooth. She just got that charisma. I'm trying to be smooth, but I trip over my own tongue. I mean, I could hardly even say the words Azam. It took me about a good year and a half just to get it. I mean, can you understand that? I mean, it's crazy. But yo, next up is the Dropping the Jewels section with a special guest. So stay tuned. We're coming up, and you know who you with. It's the De La Fit Podcast. Boom!
It's time for Dropping the Jewels.
That's right, everybody. It's time for Dropping the Jewels. And today's Dropping the Jewels guest is none other than me. Who else? That's right. I'm going to be doing the Dropping the Jewels section today. And the question/topic is going to be how to pick the proper gym for you. That's right. How to pick the correct gym for yourself and your goals. And the first thing I would say is first sit down and discover what your goals are. All right, that's the first and most important thing when it comes to picking the perfect gym for you. All right, you want to know exactly what it is you want to do. If you're trying to lose weight, all right, then you might want to find a particular gym that's going to meet your style and your goal. All right, if you want to bulk up, if you want to gain strength, all right, if you're interested in powerlifting, if you're interested in bodybuilding, if you're interested in CrossFit, you need to figure it out specifically what your goal is. Maybe you're just want to lose weight, you just want to get healthy, you just want to get yourself in better shape. All right, so you want to find out what particular type of gym is going to be good for you. I would recommend that you sit down with a pad and pen, that's right, old school, analog style, and write down what your specific goals are. And this might seem rather simple, but for a lot of people it's hard because the way that our lifestyles are, the way social media is, the way just information is flowing back and forth nowadays, a lot of us, it takes us a lot of time to figure out just what our goals are. So first things first, I would sit down and write out a goal list for your body, for your your health and fitness. Call it your health and fitness goal. Call it your I want to lose weight goal. Call it your I want to be shredded goal. Whatever it is, but sit down, write it down. Now, it might be difficult for some of you. Maybe it's something that you're finding hard. You're like, I can't really write down what my goals are. I would say Google it. All right, you can also Google different templates as far as to figure out what your goals are. Also, if you're looking for a specific goal, you can look for what is called a PAR-Q. PAR-Q is what a lot of personal trainers use to figure out the goals of their client. You can find this online. It's spelled PARQ. Just like that. It's very simple. If you email us here at the De La Fit Podcast, I will send you a personal PAR-Q. All right, something that you can use to write down your information and figure out what your goals are. All right, but once you figured out your goals, now you can decide and start to look for a particular gym that's going to meet your needs. All right, now for a person that might be interested in bodybuilding and aesthetic body development, you might not want to go to a CrossFit gym or a powerlifting gym. CrossFit gyms are specifically designed for what is called functional strength training. That is more for individuals who want to have everyday physical athleticism and strength. The ability to do the things that's going to allow them to go through life and be successful. Your normal everyday activities plus some. All right. Now, powerlifting is a little different. Powerlifting is about getting as strong as you can, and as diesel and as swole as you can. You want to get strong. You want to get jacked. All All right. Now, that's a different type of training, so you might want, if you're trying to get strong and you really want to develop a lot of strength, then what you might want to do is you might want to look for specific types of powerlifting gyms. All right. And that will be your keyword search. All right. Now, if you're looking for more of a just toned down type of, you just want to be fit, you just want to lose a little weight, maybe you want to find something like a I don't really want to type of say them out there, but you want to find maybe your local average gym, your local Planet LA type gym, if you get my idea. Not trying to give anybody a promotion, I'm not giving any specific gym promotion, but just to give you that type of heads up, you know what I'm saying? So that is the perfect way to go about finding your gym. Most importantly, specifically, it all starts with knowing your goals. Also, when you're going to a specific gym, you want to check out certain things. Once you find a gym, this is how you start out. First, you want to read over the contracts. All right. You don't want to get locked into a contract that's going to keep you there longer than what you want. You want to understand, if you're going to sign up for a gym, a lot of gyms try to sign you up and try to get you hooked into a contract, whereas they know if you're not going to continue, they want you to continue to pay. It's business. All right, flat out. Read the contract. If you don't like the contract, don't sign it. 100%. All right. There are a lot of good gyms out there. All right. There are a lot of good athletic centers out there, but read the contract. All right, because gyms are businesses. Also, all right, go in, fill out the staff. If the staff makes you uncomfortable, if you feel like they're pushy, if they're trying to put you in a situation, hey, don't go for the gym. It's not the gym for you. The thing of it is you want to go to a place that you feel comfortable. You don't want to pick a place that you don't feel comfortable, because if you're not comfortable, you're not going to go. And then you're going to end up wasting money, because now you're going to be hooked into paying a place that you're not going to go anyway. Fill out the staff, fill out the environment, all right, and make sure it's conducive to what it is that your goal is. Also, again, like I said, filling out the environment. You want to make sure just what type of people attend the gym. Now, when I say fill out the environment, this is another thing. If you're a person that doesn't like to be around people, you want to talk to staff. What are the times that the gym is typically quiet? I'm the type of person, I don't like to be around a lot of people when I train. I'm a loner in the gym. I don't want to talk. I don't want to socialize. I just want to get it in, get out, and go about my day. You might be like me. So what I always do when I go into a gym, I sit down, I talk with the individuals, I take the tour, and I ask them, when is the gym typically quiet? Most gyms are typically quiet early in the morning, around we'll say 5 o'clock. Now, sometimes you're gonna get your hardcore people in there, but your hardcore people are not really trying to have a conversation with you. They're not gonna conversate. They just want to get their workout in and go. All right. Typically after that, from 9 until 10. It's a little bit of a lull, because most people are on their way to school or work. Now, next after that is your lunchtime hour. So it's like from 12 o'clock to about 2. All right. Once you start getting around 3, 4, that's when people start filing in, because, again, people are starting to get out of work. People are starting to get out of school. So you also want to sit down and talk to the staff about when the gym is typically closed. All right. Not typically closed. Typically has the least bit amount of activity. Also, the other thing of it is, even if you like being social, you might get to a gym and might just have that much of a population. So it's another reason you want to talk to the staff, understand how busy it gets, and when and whatever. The other thing of it is you also want to figure out and look for little signs about a gym. This is something that most people, even some people who attend gyms a lot, might not be aware of. You want to pay attention to the environment of the gym itself, or of the athletic establishment where you'll be working out itself. 1, make sure it's clean. Look at the how the staff handle its clientele. Are they courteous? Are they professional? Here's a tip. If the bathrooms are unkept, potentially that gym is about to go out of business. That's one of the first signs that a gym is not going to be in business long. And you have to think about that. If the bathrooms are not clean, that means that the staff is not cleaning them. That means they're allowing people to just do whatever in the gym. That means that there's a lack of caring for the establishment. Soon after that, you're going to see the equipment start to go as well. These are signs that you want to be wary of, because that means that they're probably potentially having financial problems. They can't pay to have their equipment serviced. All right, so you want to pay attention for that. You want to look out for when the gym itself, like the padding of the gym, the covering on the equipment, if it has holes in it, you want to see if a machine stays broken for a certain amount of time. And say like you've been there, or you go, you see a certain piece of equipment is just broken for a little while, and it's been broken for more than about 2 weeks, then potentially you want to really pay attention to that. All right, if it's broken longer than a month, that gym is about to go out of business. All right, because they're trying to save money by not dealing with certain types of equipment. All right, also, again, you want to make sure about the cleanliness of the establishment. Also, pay attention. This might seem very petty, this might seem really weird, but it is a fact. At least I think it's a fact. All right, I'll say it's my opinion, but I feel my opinion is fact. Another thing of it is you want to also pay close attention to the color scheme. Now, this might seem weird, but the color scheme of the gym is not just because they're trying to brand their gym. The color scheme also adds to the fact of if they're hiding little things in the gym. All right, you want to pay close attention. All right, I've been in some really good gyms that have bright color schemes, and you can always tell because the staff, that the owners and things, they're always walking around. They're always trying to pay attention to little things about the gym. A piece of equipment needs to be fixed. Upholstery needs to be redone. Things need to be taken care of. That's how you can tell that they're up on it and they care, and that they're trying to make sure that their business stays afloat. Now, not saying this is true of all gyms, but you want to pay attention when things are colored really dark. Lighting isn't always that good. That means they possibly could be trying to hide things. That's a possibility. It's not always the fact. It's just something to look out for, all right? Because dark paint can be used to cover blemishes and things that they don't want you to see. Like I said, but keys that you do want to look for are, 1, if the facility, the bathrooms are not clean. That's red flag number 1. Me, I'm always very curious about that. I don't want to go to an establishment, work out, and go into the bathroom and it's dirty. That means that everything else is probably dirty in there because they're not really cleaning it. All right. Number 2, how they maintain their equipment. Equipment's not maintained. That's an X. That means they're not really paying attention. That's a potential hazard for you to get hurt. That's also a potential hazard for you health-wise, because if they're not wiping off the equipment, they're not doing those things, that you can get all types of germs, communal germs and things like that. All right. Number 3, if the staff is not professional, all right, if they're not professionally trained, if they don't know how to talk or how to deal with clients, you want to make sure that, always pay attention to that, all right, how well they handle certain things, all right, if they get back to you, if they deal with things, if you have questions and they're willing to help you or help you with equipment. Those are things you want to pay attention to, all right, again, to add to that entire list, is again, always know what it is that you want and that your goals are ahead. All right, focus on your goals, know what your goal is, and that's how you can always pick a gym. It's me, Philly's number 1 son, aka the Body Alchemist. This has been, what has this been? This has been
De La Fit Podcast.
The De La Fit Podcast is brought to you by supporters like you. If you like what you heard today, please like, follow, share, and subscribe to the De La Fit Podcast. We're here because of listeners like you. Thank you. Once again, big shout out to Coach Fab for joining us here at the De La Fit Podcast. We appreciate you so much, Coach Fab, and we want you to come back because, first of all, you're just too funny. And, we enjoy that positive energy, and you bring that positive energy with you. And I'm sure the people out there listening and tuning in, they enjoyed your conversation. And we encourage everybody who tuned in this week, look out. Find Coach Fab if you can. Look for her on Instagram. She has Instagram. I do believe she has a website. We're going to post all that information up so that you all can find her. Just go to De La Fit Podcast. It'll be posted up there, as well as it'll be posted in other places where we have. Oh, also on our De La Fit Podcast Facebook page as well. So you all can look for her information up there and find it and search her out, because she's an awesome person and an awesome trainer. Also, big up to everybody that's tuning in and listening. Thank you so much. We appreciate you so much. When I started this podcast, I wanted to do something that was going to be pretty much a conversation like I would have with any of my friends and family, just one-on-one. And I wanted to put it out there so that other people could listen to it, enjoy it, feel like they were getting positive information that they could use, but at the same time that they could, really connect to the stories, connect to the people that come onto the show, and also use this as a resource so that they could get their questions asked, so that they could, learn more about health and fitness in its holistic and 360 degrees that it is alive, as well as just to be able to learn, just straight up learn. We bring a lot of different people on this show that we want you to be able to pick their brain, because again, fitness is not just one specific thing. It's not just lifting weights. It's not just doing cardio. It's not just, what you eat. It's what you think. It's how you feel. It's your spirit. It's your mind. It's your funds. It's everything. It's not just one single thing. It's not monotone. It's not one thing. Or I think I said monotone. It's not just one thing. It's not uno. It's not just a singular thing that is out there. Excuse my communication skills, but I get so passionate because I'm just I want you all to feel what it is I feel. And I feel so many people are just like, hey, you gotta die from something. That's bullshit. That's just a lazy way out. That's just in my opinion, that's a punk way out. Well, that's somebody who's giving up. And you don't have to give up. It can actually be fun. It can actually be something you enjoy. And it's going to help you in the long run. And it's going to make you feel better about yourself. It's going to make you feel better about who you are inside and out. It's going to teach you about yourself, who you are inside and out. There's a firm philosophy that I believe in, which is alchemy. And this might seem weird for some people, but, in my opinion, the principle of alchemy is that, it's an equal exchange. What you put in is what you get out. And my simple thoughts about alchemy is the fact of, dealing with your body. You're exchanging your body. You're exchanging it. That's one reason I call myself the body alchemist, is to help people exchange their bodies. You're going to give your old body for a new body. You're going to change it. It's an equal exchange. You're going to give that old body that isn't as functional, that isn't as strong, that, you feel it has weaknesses, and exchange it for a stronger, more powerful one. One that you can use, one that can do the things you want it to do. That's what I want people to get. That's why I always say, no, we're not working out, we're not training, we're playing. And a lot of people misinterpret that. They're like, playing as in you're not as serious. Well, was Michael Jordan serious when he played ball? And he loved it. It's a game. He played it. Yes, he worked hard to get better at it, but he played it. It's still play. He enjoyed it. That's what he wanted to do. That's what he lived. And I'm saying the same thing for anybody out there. You have to have the same type of mentality. Stop making it so hard. Stop making it so feverish. Everything does not have to be hard. Everything is not no pain, no gain. Stop buying into the bullshit. Pay attention to what you need, what you want. It doesn't have to be that way. Anyway, thanks again for tuning in. I hope you're getting positive lessons out of this. I hope I just hope you're getting something positive out of this podcast, because that's what we're here for. As always, please do the best you can, progress, be the best person you can, treat others the best you can, love yourself, love others, and as always, be fit. This is the De La Fit Podcast. Have a safe and enjoyable day and weekend.
De La Fit Podcast.